we had produced this really high quality motion graphic video that was a good overview explainer video of who Maven Collective is. That's kind of a common question. Who do you help? What do you do? So we put together this beautiful video, and we were finding that it wasn't really getting watched too often, and kind of curious of, was it placement? Was it the overlay? Was it how we were explaining the video? So we looked into that struggle where we were finding that there was some drop off or maybe no uptick, and definitely found that placement was going to make a huge change. After doing some testing, we went into the next phase and decided to put it, right at the top. We actually now have it in 2 locations on our homepage, with 2 different treatments. One that's this overview of like, oh, interesting, there's a whole bunch of balls in the water, and the other one that's a bit more branded and curated. And so we're continuing to test that, both placement and what the overlay is. But Clarity actually really brought some clarity to what we thought we needed to do moving forward to be able to make a difference. So this 35% increase is when we strategically repositioned where the video was, and it was not just in starting the video, but in complete video watches. So that made a big difference to us, and we can also see that then users took a next action after that as well. So that was huge, being able to use tools there. We also use it when we are launching new websites. Arguably, sometimes it's even more important to when we launch a new website, because we're experimenting with so many different things than one thing at a time, like moving a video. So one of our clients, Microsoft Clarity, we wanted to validate some assumptions of where we were putting a call to action in a blog. So we went into Clarity, we analyzed where the dead clicks are happening. We reviewed the scroll and the heat map to understand how far were people making it, what were people clicking on. And then we tested repositioning of this call to action within the blog. Our assumption was we didn't want to interrupt people's reading too early, because that could make them, click back. I think that's what Colin called it. Bounce off the blog. But also, if we were putting it too low, then people weren't actually getting to it. So we were mid to 2/3 of the way down to the bottom of that blog. And then we switched that placement to where it's more like a third. And we had a 200% increase, not only just in the clicks on this call to action, but actually also in form completions. So it made a really big difference in where we were positioning the call to action in the blog.